Hello, families and students. We made it through week 2 and we are on to week 3, and I have some important updates for you. I tried to keep this as minimal change as possible, and so that we can kind of ease them into the change because I know that they're all thriving right now. They're all doing a really good job with the routine that we've built over the 2 weeks, and I don't want to just blow that up starting on Monday. So we're going to start with reading. So next week, reading is going to be different. Everything else pretty much stays the same. You can read more about this on this slide. I will be sending all of this out on ClassTag as well. Okay, so as a class, we're starting to focus on reading. And within reading, we're going to focus on what it looks like to read independently at home and read for enjoyment. And this is a shift. I was thinking about this over the past few weeks as I've worked with my daughter to build her reading habits, and it feels so different. And I'm like, you're still just reading, and it's different because she can't go check out a new book every 2 days like she likes to do. She can't go to the public library. So we're having to kind of build some new skills, and that's what we're going to focus on this week. And we're lucky at Liberty, we have access to some really phenomenal resources, and we're going to use 2 of those, one of them being Biblionasium. That is basically a place where they can search for books, get book recommendations, they can put their books on a shelf that they're interested in reading, they can do book reviews, it's a digital book log, it's super cool. The only thing they can't do on that, which is unfortunate, is read the books. So we have to access another program, which is a really great program, and that program is called Sora. And for that program, you can read books online. Basically, you can check them out from the Liberty Library or the Mid-Continent Library, and we have access to all of those books. So they have books at their fingertips. We just have to relearn how to access those digitally. So we're going to ask that they read for 20 minutes a day, and they're going to log what they're doing on Biblionasium. So they're going to log what they're thinking about their books, they're going to log their minutes, they're going to log what type of books they're reading, they're going to log what books they're finishing, what books they want to read next. And I'm going to teach them that next week through video lessons on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So each day they're just going to need to log into Seesaw and watch the reading mini lesson, and I'm going to teach them how to do this all digitally. On those days they won't do iReady, so I will show you. This is our remote learning schedule. So you can see here on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they're not going to do iReady reading. They're just going to watch the video lesson. Now, I don't know who's really been watching the video, but it's just kind of been more of a fun one. It's going to be really important that they actually watch the video on Seesaw starting on Monday because it is the lesson for reading. So make sure that they're actually watching that and following along, because it'll be kind of like this. I'll be showing them things on my screen and teaching them how to do different things. On Monday, they're just exploring. They're going to find books that they're interested in. They're going to put them on their shelf on Biblionasium, and then they're going to check out at least one book on Sora. And then on Tuesday, they kind of take a break and they just do iReady and they just read or keep searching on Biblionasium. And then on Wednesday, we repeat. So they're going to watch the video lesson and then they're going to read and then they're going to log that in Biblionasium. Okay, and you can kind of see how that repeats. Now on Friday for reading, it's going to be a reflection of their learning, and I will tell more about that on Seesaw on Friday morning in the video. Okay, really quickly, I am going to show you Biblionasium. This is Biblionasium. I am logged into my daughter's account to kind of show. This is the shelf I was talking about. So it has all different things here, like what she wants to read, her favorite books, her finished books, books that she owns, and then a wish list. And then the thing that they're really going to be using, well, they're going to be using all of it, but the thing that you might need to help them with, because this is the assignment part, is adding to their reading log. So they're going to come down here and click reading log, and then they're going to click add. And then what's cool is if the book is on their shelf, which it has to be on their shelf to log, so say Charlotte's Web, then they can just go ahead and log however many minutes. And this is the really important part. Normally in the classroom, I would be checking in with them about what they're reading, and it's a lot of conversation. That's all taken away from us now. So they're going to have to comment to me what they're thinking about the book, if they're liking it, what's happening with the characters, telling me what happened during this 20-minute session of reading. So I'm going to say 1 to 2 sentences at least every single day on this comment section. And then they can click I finished if they finish the book. And then when they save it, it comes down here and it adds it to their reading log. The other thing is they can search for books. So if you have a book at home, say you have, I'm just going to do Charlotte's Web again. Say you have Charlotte's Web at home. You don't need to check it out digitally, but your child needs to log it. They can just search it and then they can just add it to their shelf. I'm reading it. I actually took it off. Add it to their shelf and then it will show up on their shelf. And then that way I can kind of see what they're reading. I can keep track of their log in that way. One really important thing about Biblionasium is where it says in and out. That is just for the Ridgeview Physical Library. So don't just ignore that. And then they will want to pop over to Sora. So say they want to look for the book Charlotte's Web. They can search it here. And it looks like it's not available in the Liberty School Library or the Mid-Continent. So they're going to have to search, go back to Biblionasium and look for a different book that they can find on Sora. So I hope that that helps give you a little overview of Biblionasium and Sora, and I will be teaching the kids more about it on Monday. Also download the Sora app on iPads. It looks like this, or phones. Something about just changing the device instead of being on the Chromebook for more time is super exciting for my daughter, so that could be a helpful tip for you to use. But as far as everything else goes, it's pretty much staying the same. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll look forward to hearing from you.